YouTube, what up? Capital here. Going to do my third video of Tier 1 deck, the finale, and I wore blue this time. I really didn't even have any other hats, so just figure out that the Yankees cap and went and do blue. My last deck that I picked is, let's see if we can get all of these in one shot. You can tell. I can't actually see these sides, but it's Flamvell Cat or Synchro Cat variants. It's really Flamvell Cat because nobody else really play anything other than the Flamvell Cat variant. Cat is back. It took a format off because it is not able to adapt as well as other decks. But it's back. A lot of that has to do with the Flamvell support that it got. A lot of it has to do with the fact that Lightsworn was a really bad match for Cat because of Necro Gardener, and Lightsworn's pretty much dead now. Some of it just, well, I guess those are basically the two big factors. Cat plays much different than it does now. Or much different than it did before. It's kind of like Blackwings during the Cat format and Blackwings now, or the next format. Cat basically isn't all about trying to OTK you. Cat it doesn't give a shit if it OTKs you. It just kind of wants to lock you. It wants to make moves that make quick advantage through flip effects and stuff like that, while dropping synchros on you. And it actually has the ability to drop synchros that aren't level 7 now, which is one of the biggest reasons Cat's good. Cat is always going to do this. Cat is always going to play Monk, make big plays off of that. It's always going to play Rescue Cat, make big plays out of that. It's always going to, if you leave it room, it's always going to just try and summon an Arcanite and hit you and hope it gets it. And hope it gets a card out of your hand. Those are just Cat plays. Those come along with regular Synchro Cat. You know, when you play Spies and Guards and Monk, you know, what comes along with that is a power card, Arcanite. It's been a power card since Cat started playing. That's kind of old school Cat. That's just how the deck was built. But new Cat, when playing Flamevells and stuff like that, it also gives the deck more utility. You know, the utility to get some good use out of Flamevell Magician. You can use this off your Monk plays. I don't have a Fire Dog, but you guys know what it does. Fire Dog's an amazing card because it can get over those 1800 guys, and you know who those are. You summon it, you attack something. If it's like even a tomato or something like that, you know, or an 1800, you bring out the Magician for free, and now you can make a 8-star synchro. 90% of the time, it's going to be Stardust. Sometimes you might see Colossal Fighter. Almost always, you're going to see Stardust. Anytime you can have a 1-card Stardust, you are playing good Yu-Gi-Ohs, and you are in business, my friend. And then when you add the fact that Rekindling can get those Flamevells right back and make them, it can become another 1-card synchro or 1-card 8-star. That's just, the more 8 stars you put out, the higher your chance of winning is going to be. In addition, you have the fact that stuff like Ryko is also going to load up. Ryko used to just be a beast that loaded up your graveyard for avarice. Now Ryko loads up your graveyard for Rekindling. So it's kind of like you're getting even more use out of the cards that you used to use. So that's why Cat is really amazing right now. Cat never really had lockdown ability. That was one of its biggest problems. Well, it had the Cold Wave thing, and that was kind of as good as it got as far as lockdown. But you could never drop level 8s with Cat in previous formats. I mean, the only way to really drop a level 8 was to play like that one copy of Cyber Dragon with like an X-Saber. And that was it. That was pretty much your only chance of getting a level 8 out. Now Cat can consistently drop level 8s via either getting a Fire Dog attack off, playing Rekindling, or just, you know, having a Spy, flipping it, or whatever, and then, you know, just normal summoning this. They can't bottomless it, and then you bring out Stardust. They have to waste a bottomless or torrential or whatever on that. And then Cat has so many new tricks, like Gravekeeper's Ascendant, which the deck plays 1 copy of. You know, it's like you set Spy, they attack it, you flip it, you get the Descendant. You throw the Spy at the back row card if it would be like a Mirror Force or whatever, something you didn't want to see, Book of Moon, whatever. And now you're free to synchro without having to worry. I really think that Cat is by a hair the best deck of the format, and the reason I say that is I do have some problems with Cat. I'll address those in a second, but the reason I think Cat's the best deck is I think that it has the least amount of bad matchups, and I think it's the hardest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh to counter per every other deck. It's just most decks don't have enough good answers to it in the main deck. They really don't. And then even your side deck options against Synchro Cat are very limited, unlike other decks in Yu-Gi-Oh. The only beef I have with Cat, and Del Bolito said it, and other players have hit it right on the head, Cat can really draw like shit. And if you don't believe that, you ain't played that shit long enough. Because I've played Blackwings, and I've played against people on in real life and like on YBD and stuff, and they've got like 4 cards in their hand, and they're drawing, and they're drawing dead because it just doesn't. They're locked down, and the deck just doesn't draw well. You draw Rekindling when I have Oppression on the field, then your next card is a Flamvell Magician. I mean, it's just, I have Skill Drain out, you draw Ryko. Next turn, you draw Hamster. Next turn, you draw Monk. Like, duh. I mean, that's the biggest problem. Cat draws like crap. I mean, the power cards you're going to want to use in Cat, you're going to obviously want to use Royal Decree. Most people will try and side in traps against you. Stuff like Blackwings will want to side in. Blackwings will want to side in Skill Drain. Most decks are going to run a lot of defensive traps. Cat doesn't run as many, so it's no big deal for you to use Decree. Dust Tornado is also amazing. That's also amazing tech in Synchro Cat. Doom Caliber Knight. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Cards that you want to use against Synchro Cat. Doom Caliber Knight, 1 big card. Slows down all flip effects. They can't use any of those big. They can't make any of their big plays, even not without the flip effects. They can't use like Monk or Cat while Doom Caliber's up either. So that's another reason you can just slow them down. And this seems just like the anti-card of the format right now. Nobleman Crossout. I mean, you look at those European events, and I mean, damn, dudes are starting to main deck Nobleman Crossout because it's gotten that bad with Synchro Cat. Nobleman Crossout is excellent. I mean, they run Spies, they run Guards, they run Ryko. Some decks run Hamster. Hamster I don't think is as good, but Nobleman Crossout is really going to hurt Synchro Cat. It messes up their flips. It messes up their ability to synchro. It messes up their the potential to use Pot of Avarice. It kills a lot of their stuff. But I really do think Synchro Cat is the hardest deck to answer. I mean, if you play something like Light Sworn and Gadget, you have to spend so much time dumping stuff in and main decking cards that it just, and even if you draw them, they still have their side deck cards. Cat kind of feels like Light Sworn last format. It doesn't side for you. It sides for what you side for it. So Cat's a really good deck right now. The only problem with Cat is its own consistency and power to draw. So that's it. That's my 3-part segment. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be posting some more videos. I got regional next Saturday, so I'll probably be talking about that and stuff like that. Peace, YouTube. Cause I only got one night in town, break out a beat clown, baby doll, are you down? I get around.